welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, I'm getting tired of this. I'll tell you that right now. I have had about all I can take up to about right here. First off, another 115 degree Fahrenheit heat index day here in West Tennessee. Sun is a-blazing. Working out, grinding concrete. I've got a huge diamond grit disc on an angle grinder, just grinding concrete. Oh my gosh. Wearing a face mask, of course, and eye protection and hearing protection. You know, gotta stay safe, ain't that right, Mur? she keeps me safe, that's for sure. But guys, yes, it is just excruciatingly hot. I know everybody's feeling it right now. It's not just here on the Ridge, but I tell you right now, not everybody is working outside from 8 a.m. till 4 or 5 p.m. in this heat. Now, I will say this. Lots of water and lots of Gatorade breaks. I try to, before I start hearing my heartbeat between my ears, you know, I've felt that a few times now. But this week, before I started hearing that, you know, I kind of sense my body and go, all right, time for another break. Sometimes I can work for like 30 minutes straight. You know, sometimes it's like 10, 15 minutes. Ooh, big boom. Don't know what that was. But sometimes like 10 or 15 minutes and I got to take another break. I usually don't have a Gatorade whenever I have those short breaks because that's way too much sugar and salt. But it does have electrolytes, and that's what plants crave. What movie is that from? Funny movie. I didn't even actually hear about that movie until later on in life, way after it was put out. As a matter of fact, I actually saw a story article on the movie. Mike Judge, who did Beavis and Butthead, he made the movie Idiocracy. And I don't remember if it was Paramount or Sony, whoever it was, they were not on board with his humor. And so they skimped on the money for the special effects and the actors and everything. And he said the movie almost didn't get made. And then now it's like a cult classic. All right. Again, I didn't see it when it first came out. He said they put it out in theaters, and they put it out in the minimum number of theaters to satisfy the contract, and then pulled it. And but now it's a huge hit. So if you haven't seen Idiocracy, go check it out. Pretty funny. It's lowbrow humor, though. I will tell you this. It's pretty lowbrow. But it's pretty funny, though. What am I sick of? I'm not just sick of the heat, because the heat, everybody has the heat, and I know the heat's here, and you just deal with the heat. What I am sick of is making mistakes. And I'm not afraid to admit them. I mean, you guys have seen my mistakes. I broke my water line main because I made a mistake. I was done with it, right? And got a little cocky, got a little exuberant. Opened the valve a few times. The pipe was hanging in the air. So it's coming out of the dirt here, hanging in the air, and then that water hammer, prick, it just broke it right where it wasn't supported anymore. So it wasn't the fact that PVC was in the ground or any of that stuff. It has nothing to do with the materials used. It was all about the way I just left it hanging in the air and then cycled the pressure on and off. You just don't do that. You just don't do that. So that's why we got it fixed the second time. And then, let's see. Some of y'all on the previous video when I was taping the threads, you know, when you use Teflon tape, you always want to go clockwise. That way when you screw on the fitting, it goes clockwise and doesn't back bunch it up and stuff. I think I even said that in the video. But when I did it on the video, my left-handedness, I'm left-handed, right? So doing things right-handed is kind of backwards to me. So I meant to be putting the Teflon tape on clockwise, and I was sitting there, and I had it backwards, and I put it on counterclockwise. And it didn't leak. It's tight. I went back. I think actually, I don't know that I actually had it in the video, that whenever I snugged that on the first time, I think I may actually have taken that apart and redid the Teflon tape, and then put plumber's putty. You know, what do you call it? Not plumber's putty. Sometimes people call it pipe dope. I did Teflon, 2 or 3 wraps of Teflon, and then pipe dope. And that's really the preferred method when you're doing a pressurized water line like that. It's not just Teflon, but actually use some pipe dope on it. Kind of helps get you more threads to go on there. And anyway, I made a mistake there. Y'all showed me about that, and I appreciate it. Again, I think I fixed it. Again, I didn't video that part of it because once I broke the thing, I was kind of all mad and everything. But, and then today I broke something, and it's really, I mean, you guys know me. I'm a list maker. I'm a planner, and when I did this, I knew the hazard. I was trying to be careful of it, and I still did it. And that video, once I get all this done, it'll be out probably Thursday, because Wednesday I go live. That's tomorrow, right? Yeah. So I'll probably have this video out Thursday, and you'll just see, what I broke. I'm not spilling beans. I'm not teasing you, clickbaiting you, but just let you know I broke something else. But it's okay. It's okay. Nothing. There's nothing I can't break that I can't pay to have fixed. Or fix myself. I try to fix it myself, and I am fixing this myself. Not a big deal. And now I'm going through all my materials for the floor build, and going through the tent. I've got the tent where the windows are, the pillow windows, and I've got my joist brackets. I have not seen for the girder, for the front porch and the main 2 girders. I should have 3-way brackets, joist hangers. They hold 3 boards. They're like this wide. Seriously, I should have. How many should I have of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have 6 of those. So I have to find out where those are. And also, I need some Z flashing for the ledger for the front porch. Z flashing. I'm missing the Z flashing. It might be in there somewhere. I just gotta go look for it. If not, I'll get it. And see, I bought all this stuff from Honest Abe, and those are some of the things that are provided. And I found a couple things, earlier that were missing, because for some of these things, I got discount pricing and everything, because they call up Lowe's, and then Lowe's delivers a giant truckload to my house, and they send them a list, and sometimes they. And if it's in a crate, I didn't go through every exact little piece. I thought I did, but. Yeah, going through, making sure I've got the materials available. So as soon as I finish with this foundation work, termite shield and everything, then I can move right on up into the sill plate and floor joists, rim board. It's a double outer band and rim board, 2x12, doing 2x12s, and then of course the front porch. Front porch is supposed to be 2x8, pressure treated, but we made a mistake, and the drawings did not call this out. The building plan did, or the building manual. So the foundation guy never got the building manual, but the drawings did not show it. But the porch piers are supposed to be 2 inches lower than the foundation. I'm sorry, 2 inches higher. It's supposed to be 2 inches higher. That way I can have 2x8 floor joists instead of the 2x12s. You want you want a little bit lower gap. That way you can put the decking on there, everything. But yeah, it's supposed to be a couple inches lower or higher. Sorry. So now I'm gonna have to make modifications for that. But I can take care of that. I got some plans. I got some plans. I do have some good news. Looks like Winnie, the Highland cattle, found the sprinkler yesterday. Eclipse, tries to hog it, but it does go like this. So Winnie, Meredith went out there and fed the animals yesterday. Hudson's gone; he's at football camp, and all day. And oh, by the way, I was wrong on that. Meredith's picking him up Wednesday, but he still has football camp the rest of the week. So he's at his dad's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. Meredith picks him up Wednesday evening, I think, and then he still has football camp Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So he has football camp all week in this heat. That's crazy. But yeah, Meredith went out and fed since Hudson's not there, and she saw that Winnie was soaking wet. So that was good that Winnie was out there because, you know, cows don't sweat. In case you don't know, they don't sweat in their body like this. You'll go out and you'll see their nose is just perspirating. Their nose, all this area right here is just all soaking wet. It's pretty cool. But she did see that Eclipse keeps dumping their water troughs over. He's like putting his feet in the water troughs and like stepping on them and pushing them over. Like, dude, they have 4 water troughs and we keep them full. And I don't know how Eclipse does it. Well, one time I was out there and Reese got stuck in one. I actually had to help him. I don't know if you remember that on a video. I had to help him out of a water stall. He's an old guy. He's 27 years old though. But Eclipse, he's just a young punk, and he knows better. I mean, he doesn't know better, but he can get out. He's young and he's so tall too. You know, he's just huge. He's a huge horse, Frisian. But yeah, so Meredith keeps having to completely move and fill up the water troughs, and it's fresh cold water. She keeps them with fresh cold water, but I guess they like sticking her hooves in there too, and you know, it's just crazy animals, crazy. But everybody's doing really well. Willa's got dance still. Meredith's kicking butt with her new job. Hudson's playing football or practicing football and everything, and I'm over here sweating like a what's that? Sweating like a certain type of lady with a job in church. Not going to say what that is. Not going to say what that is. But we also sweat in church because, you know, that lady with that certain job that's of ill repute. You know, she's no worse off than we are. Our decisions and our sins are just as bad. So don't be putting yourselves above anybody else. I know I sure ain't trying to do that. But that, you know, that's the saying though. I'm sweating like a so and so in church. You know, yeah. Probably shouldn't say that. So far, everything's still doing really well on the septic lines. I ran out there, or not septic, the water lines from the well. Getting a little settling and everything, and making sure no leaks, no issues. Very, very happy about that. I've got to get out probably this afternoon after I get done with the foundation and mow. It is starting to get a little bit high, and I hear rain's coming towards the end of the week. So I really need to get out here and mow this before. So probably this evening, before the sun goes down. Before the sun goes down on my side of town, I'm gonna have to mow this yard before I melt away. Yeah, I gotta get out there and mow and weed eat. I did spray all the weeds on the gravel, the driveway, all the way up here around the solar shed, the gazebo here, and the carport, and it just didn't work. Normally, you know, I try to be conscious of my bees and stuff, you know, with what I put down, and some stuff just works great, and some stuff just does not. It is barely turning yellow right now. So I may have to end up spraying all that grass again. I really don't like spraying, but you gotta do what I gotta spray the foundation too. Get all that grass out of the foundation. Then I need to get a rake inside the foundation, get all the little concrete pieces that overfill, you know, that fell over when they're pouring the concrete in the block foundation and the piers. I need to get all that concrete scrap off the ground, get it real smooth. That way, when I go to put the vapor barrier down, and I'm working under there in the future, I won't have to be over concrete pieces. You know, I want it nice and smooth and flat. I have done a lot of thought, guys, and maybe you can talk me out of this. On the septic drain lines for the I've got shower and a bathtub, a sink in both bathrooms, toilet in both bathrooms, and then I got a sink in the kitchen, and then I got the dishwasher. I mean, I got the dishwasher, which connects to the sink, but I got the dryer, or the washer, clothes washer. So 8. I think I've got 8 drain lines, and a lot of people rough in the drain lines before they put the decking on the subfloor. Professional plumbers and stuff, you know. Doing a lot of research last night. I think I'm going to wait until the subfloor is done. and reassess. Now, if I gotta get a state inspection or a county inspection, building inspector come out and check before I put the decking on. And if that takes too long, I may go ahead and rough in some plumbing down there, some drains. But I'm not good enough to really know exactly the angles and the bends and the drops and everything without having the subfloor there to kind of see exactly where things need to go. I just don't have the experience with that. I know professional plumbers can do it all day long. So I'm probably going to wait to do the drain lines until after the floor is done. You know, so I know there's pros and cons to that, and try to convince me, change my mind. If you can change my mind in the comments down below, I'll be glad to listen to what you have to say. But right now I'm leaning towards not doing the septic drains under the subfloor in the crawl space until afterwards. I don't want to make mistakes. And I know that once you got the floor in, it's just easier to see and hang all your pipes and everything to know exactly where you need everything to go. Because once you get your decking on, subfloor decking, you can actually tape out the rooms where the walls are and everything. You'll know exactly where the toilet's going to be, or exactly where the sink drain's going to be, and that way you can rough in below it really, really easily. And then when you drill the holes in there, then you can, connect up, rough in that, and of course that's all got to be inspected too. So everything's got to be inspected. I'm getting tired of that too. I'm just getting tired of it. I know working in this heat makes me tired of everything. Just tired. I went to bed early last night. Whoo, goodness. Hey, I went to bed real early. Got up. What time did I get up this morning? Actually, I actually slept a little bit later. Meredith texted me this morning, woke me up, and I'm glad she did. See, normally I'm up about 6:30 or so. Get out of bed, 6:45, 7 o'clock. Get a cup of coffee, and I wanted to get going as soon as I could get out on the foundation. So I got out pretty early this morning. And I'm getting close to being done. I'm getting close to being done on this foundation prep work. And then it's termite shield. I'm excited about the termite shield just to see how all that's going to play out. All these little metal pieces sticking up is going to be kind of a pain in the butt for me, but I think it'll be all right. All right, guys, I know this maybe is a little bit shorter one, but I am so hot and I want to get this job done. And again, I got to mow this evening. So, guys, if you like today's video, give it a big old thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out. And as always, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life.